Hey, Mel.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing just great.
I can see that. You have that glow that you had when we first got back from Ghana.
Oh, yes, yes. And we're going to have a real talk today. Real talk, y'all, about Ghana.
We sure are, because as you can see, we have a very special guest, a family member, a son, a brother from Ghana, from the homeland. You remember
Yeah, yeah.
Samuel Kweshie Ametewee.
Wow,
Sammy
yes, yeah, you rightly mentioned my name. That's it. Your brother, you really know your brother.
and my son.
Yes, yes, you also know your son very well.
Right.
That's good. Yes. How are you all doing? In fact, you left Ghana and you left me so sad, but I'm happy to talk to you once again on this show.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we were.
left physically, but emotionally and spiritually, we're still there.
Yes, I understand. I understand that. And I can see today you are back home again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are. And I have to say, I know what that how I introduce you. That's just for the listeners, but you're Sammy to me. You always be
Yes,
Sammy to me.
yes, that's it. I'm Sammy, yeah.
Yes.
Robin.
And I'm Amma.
Uh-huh.
Robin, I'm Amma.
Amma and AC.
SC.
See, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's me.
Well,
My
Sammy,
mom AC and then my sister Amma.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
meeting you all once again this morning.
you as
Yes.
well, Sammy. It really is great to see you. And yeah, I was so happy that you're here to share some information with us too and to spend time with us. And You know, one thing we were just talking, you said, and I absolutely believe it. You said traveling is my passion, and I just have to ask you to expand on that. Where did this come from? Yeah, how do you express that?
Traveling is my passion. It's very true. When I was young, not that I'm too old, but I developed something. Traveling became part of me. When my families come from other regions, I feel like following them to wherever they come from.
Mm.
Because of that, when there's a holiday on vacation, I force my parents to go to vacation. So I visit them, stay with them, sometimes stay with some friends, just to have to see different people and have a feel of the other places. In school, elementary school, I did history and geography. So I love meeting friends, interacting with friends. Because of that, I involved myself into writing pen pals.
Mhm.
So I begin traveling to overseas or other countries through letter writing.
Mm.
I had a friend from Korea, Finland, Australia
Mm.
that I normally communicate with. So when I was growing up, because of necessity or financial challenges, my my parents were not having money.
Mhm.
My father was a fisherman, and my mother was just a petty trader who prepared kenke, one of the local food that we eat
Mhm.
in Ghana.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Hmm.
So they were helping me reach a point when we vacate, I have to go and work and get some money. I go to fishing and farming to support myself to go to school. At the same time, too, during vacation, I travel to families. And when I'm coming back to, sometimes they give me some money to make a transport, or when you go back home, take it and pay your school fees. So that gave me courage to grow up with. Till I completed my technical school, because I was not having money to go to secondary school, I went to technical school to learn building and construction. So I'm a professional builder. And that one too, I travel all over the country to work in my own country. Projects will come from different regions. I moved from here to Kumasi. You can see the distance that we travel.
Yes.
Go to those areas to work, build the houses for people, and come back.
Wow.
So that was part of me. Traveling was my hobby. Till I got to a point that my auntie lived in Germany.
Ooh.
And her job was a travel agency. She was in travel agency, and they had a company called Supra Victoria Rising. So she told me they sent people to Ghana, because in those days, around 90s, Ghana had airline called Ghana Airways, which they normally sell ticket to the passengers, and some Europeans that want to travel to Ghana, so they sell the ticket to them and they bring them to Ghana, and then they allow one of my cousins to take them around. And I said, "Oh, this is my passion. Job will be a very nice job for me because I also love traveling." So later she told me, "If you want to work with me, then you have to go to school." Then I asked a question: "What school do you think I should go to before I can be part of you?" She said, "Go and search." That encouraged me. Go and look for a school. By then we have one school called Hotel Catering and Tourism Training Institute, shortly called HOTCAT.
That's nice.
So HOTCAT was where I went to, and I asked them, "I'm here to enroll to become part of the hospitality industry." Then they asked me a question: "Why do you want to do that course?" I said, "Because I love it. It's part of me. I love traveling." Then they asked me, "Your background is building. You went to Polytechnic, you had your HND in the construction. Why do you want to do tourism?" I said, "Yes, that's part of me." So there's no course for me. I said, "I want to be part of the hospitality industry." Then they say, "Okay, if you want to, then we are going to organize a program for you. And that program, if people sign up on that program, then you can be part of it." So they did. And the first course that they organized was courtesy skills at the HOTCAT. So the courtesy skills, and they told me if they have about 10 people or 15, then they will run the course. Lo and behold, I registered, and then they got 20 people in the class.
Oh.
So that gave me confidence that it's going to be okay. So I enrolled and did a course, the courtesy skills, and the courtesy skills gave me a knowledge about how to communicate to people, how to react, how to feel, or to handle people. That gave me that background. And then feeling for the people. After doing that course, I didn't end up there. They said before you go to that tour guiding, you need to do ground handling. And the ground handling also is to prepare you in such a way that when people in the diaspora, people in Europe, want to book a tour in Ghana, or the tour travel agents, just like my auntie there, want to organize a trip and bring people to Ghana, you will be a representative on the ground here and receive them. And the things that you can do before the people will come is to make the bookings, reservations, and all the arrangements, administrative work. So that course also gave me knowledge to do the administrative work, organizing the groundwork all for the guests before they arrive. So I was trained to do booking, to do hotel reservation, to do car rental arrangements, and then the facilities, put all the facilities that the people will visit together. Now, here we are at the last point, the next point, which is the third course, which is the real course, the tour guiding. And then I enrolled for the tour guiding also because I was successful in the courtesy skills, the ground handling. So I went to the tour guiding course also. And the tour guiding is, they let us know that you are the eye of your guest, because it is intangible product. The person is signing up for something that you have no idea of. So you have to make it to reality. That is why I have my proverb or my word that I always said. It is good to come and explore the hidden paradise. So you can bear me witness if Ghana is a hidden paradise or not.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No question about that. And it's really interesting you talk about all this because it seems so seamless to us. We didn't think about all that goes into that. It's just that it all worked out because, you made it so easy. So what's so special about Ghana that people should want to come there?
Oh, but before we get to that, I mean, that's a really good question, but I just had to ask this too, because I mean, I can see how much, I agree with Mel too, that you made it so seamless and looks so easy and natural and everything for us. So I see you love traveling, but I think you also really care for travelers too.
Yeah.
And I just think, I just wonder what has been the biggest challenge though, in working with people like us, who come traveling to.
Oh, wow, the challenge. You see, the challenge is there, but the challenge is me. I am the challenge.
Oh, what do you mean? Yeah.
Why am I saying this? The challenge is the person is taking intangible product, something that the person don't know anything about. So I am the one giving, or the tour operator is the one giving the package to the client. And I am the eye of the client. So sometimes the challenge is selling a product that is not real to the client. For example, the vehicle, I'm just going to use it as an example.
All right.
The vehicle that you have requested for, in the picture or during the package, you saw it to be a very big van.
Right.
And then you are on the ground, and that was not what we are looking for. And you are saying that is not what you requested for. And I also knew that is what you requested for. All because in between there, what you are expecting is not what you have seen.
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge for me is how can I make you feel happy, feel comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge come on me that I have to solve that problem. So the person's challenge is uncomfortable, and I have to make the person comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't make everybody to feel happy or comfortable. So that is the first challenge. And the second challenge is that the person will arrive, and then the hotels that the people are staying, you, the tour guide, you are not having accommodation there. You have to look for another place because of the financial challenges. The client may not pay for you to be there. Because if they add your accommodation to, most of the tour operators will say it's very expensive, the client will not take it. So when you come and you are there, I will have to go and look for another place that is cheaper, at least for my to meet my allowance. So based on that, the challenge is if the person is sick in the night, and the challenge I have, that is one of them. But that challenge is not my the challenge, but it is my challenge. I will have to find ways and means to get to the client, to save the life of the client, which has happened on me few times. The client was sick in the night. I have to drive straight to the place and pick the person to the hospital. If I were to be at the hotel there, that would be easier. But because I am not there, I have to drive from somewhere. So on the way, I have to rush to make sure that the person is safe. Because your happiness is my pride.
Wow.
If you're happy, you hear me saying that if you're happy, I am happy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I really felt that you didn't try to change what we wanted or our expectations. I felt that you really worked to provide us what we wanted and needed, and we didn't even come to a health or safety issue. But that's interesting that then people do, of course, have those issues, while they're traveling sometimes. So so yeah, well, Sammy, yeah, you really met the challenge. So yeah, yeah, thank
Right.
you. I'm sorry to interrupt, Mel. Yeah, you had another
Okay,
question.
no, no. So I mean, it's good that you're on 24 hours, and I guess we didn't feel that, but I think that if we had an issue, we would call you. But we just didn't think about the details of that.
So if you look at the situation, the time we are supposed to leave Accra to Cape Coast, we have to wait some time for solving the vehicle issues or being a driver. I was still professional with the driver, but as it happened like that, I just take it and well, I'm not going to drive, but I have to make sure you're happy. So I said if the office will not the person who will hire me will not be ready for me to go, that's fine. But if they allow me to go, then I will be on board. I will let you know. And then it happened.
We were definitely happy. So tell us what's special about Ghana that people should.
Wow. Ghana is located on the heart of West Africa. And when you are looking for West Africa, just go on the Greenwich Meridian. Ghana is located on the center of the world. Based on that, because of that, we don't change our time. You are 2 hours ahead, but we are still maintaining the Greenwich meantime, which is noticed that the time is now 10:55. So the location is one. The people like me is one that make you to visit Ghana. Why? Because me and you look alike. There's no difference. That is only time zone and the necessity that make you end up wherever you are. So it's good for you to come back home. Ghana. That we said Sankofa, meaning going back to your roots. So people, brothers and sisters in the diaspora, who want to trace their roots, their generation roots, space for them is to come to Ghana. Why? Ghana is the place where most of our ancestors passed through the New World. The west coast of Africa, West Africa here, we have 20 forts and castles during the trade, the triangular trade, which the Europeans came in to do the trading here.
54.
Come again?
You said 54?
Yes, 50. But we have 40 of them in the Ghana coast alone. They came in purposely for trading gold, spices, ivory, and later end up in the slave trade. So if you want to go back to your root, to experience your culture, to learn more about your history, where you migrated from, that is where you have to go. And the food, the African food, the delicious food that you, especially you, able to prepare some of the common dishes, which I was proud of you, because we prepare the food and eat it ourselves. So this is the reason why people have to come. I want you to come for the people who come and experience the history, the culture, the tradition, and the lifestyle of the people. Things that you miss, things that are happening here, it's not the same as where you are, wherever you find yourself. The culture there is different from the culture here. So
I think
please come home. I want you to come home.
I can tell you.
You are already here, so you have to return home. But they have to come. The people in Nigeria, please come home.
I can attest
This way. A friendly country, very friendly.
Yeah, I can attest to that because I mean, there's a certain feeling. You think, well, you go to Africa, you see this and that, but that's not the feeling I had. The feeling is, I'm home. The people are welcoming me. Saying, welcome home. We're glad you're here. You survived a terrible situation, and you feel, relaxed, and it's almost like a breather.
Yes, that's correct. You are right. You really, really, really come home, experience, taste your son, your son, and really come back home and even meeting your son.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
My son. I mean, it was just an amazing experience. Like I said, for me, it was spiritual. I mean, it's like somewhere, inside, I knew I was home. I knew that.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm
and
glad. I'm glad. Yeah. Go on, please.
that's the thing about history. I mean, there are wonderful things to be proud of, and then there is a side that is difficult to see too. But it's important to know and remember and honor. And I felt that, I've been to other places in Africa. I've been to Senegal, which I really liked, and I learned a lot there. But I felt I learned more of the history when I was in Ghana, going to Elmina and the Cape Coast. And can you talk more about some of those places? Because I think people want to really know about them.
All right. It's very good. You landed in Accra, the center or the capital of Ghana, formerly known as Gold Coast, all because of the abundance of the gold in the Ghana area. You were not able to go to Ivory Coast. That was formerly known as the full area where elephants are ivory. That's why they call it Ivory Coast. And then you were not able, which I am planning that you should come back, or any of our friends, brothers and sisters in the diaspora will visit Togo and Benin. You have not been progress. And that was the place where the slave trade started from. Accra was full of the people of Ghana. They speak Ghana. We moved from Accra. We visited some of the tourist attractions, which I was not part of. When we visited those areas, I was not part. We went to the market, until we end up in the Oslo Street, where you bought those beautiful clothes and the beads put on your waist. By the way, did you present that beads? Did you let your husband look at the beads?
Not yet, because you're not going to believe this. They didn't end up in my luggage, but in my traveling companion's luggage. And so she's sending them to me.
Oh, okay. You see, traveling companion luggage, then I am in that luggage. I told you put me in that luggage. I'm still there.
We wanted to.
Right.
But the markets were made.
So from here, we continue to Cape Coast. We visited the slave dungeon, and then we visited Elmina Castle also. Elmina Dungeon. Elmina was the first place for Europeans. Don Diego de Azabuja was the first European to land on the west coast of Africa. In Elmina, where they put up the Elmina Castle, or St. George's Castle, in 1482. It was constructed purposely for trading. It was a small fort before, until the demand came from the New World when they requested people to work in the sugarcane plantation. With that one, they requested for the Red Indians. They were not able to survive because they were not strong. You are strong, or your ancestors are strong. is not because of your strongness, that's why you end up there. They want you to go and work in their farm. Before that, we have a trading here, the slavery, but I will leave that one later. So we are talking about the attractions that we have. So the Elmina was turned to be the slave dungeon when the demand came. So they expanded the fort. Then the Portuguese were there for 150 years. And later the Dutch were about 20 kilometers away from the Portuguese Elmina there. And then the people were not happy about the slavery, so they supported them to go on the top of the hill and they fight them, and they bombarded, the Dutch bombarded the Portuguese and took over. They also continued the slave trade for another 250 years. You can imagine. It doesn't mean that they were not doing it before. Where they are, they were doing it, but the people in the area don't know. The British were also doing it in Cape Coast. We've been to Cape Coast Castle. And that was the place where Obama also visited when he came to Africa, Ghana. And the British were there until abolishment of the slave trade in 1818. Then the Dutch decided to hand over their asset, which is the Elmina Castle, to the British, and they went to the North Africa to take over the asset of the British at the North Africa. So it was a barter trade. So the slave trade was there, and then another place that I would recommend for you also to visit is the whole of the West Coast is very beautiful to visit. The historical sites, especially the slave dungeons, the remains from the west to its 540 kilometer stretch. You will see them in Keta, for the precious time, my hometown, my area, is also having a remain, which is called Fort Princess Time Dungeon, because that area was a sandy area. So the building, a part of it collapsed and it remains some parts in there. Which the next time when you come, or any of friends that want to come, I can organize a program for them to go there. Very interesting area. And then the slaves from that area, the slave market there is called Atoko. Stop and pick. That's the meaning. And the people there were very brave also. When the slave trade were on, they even arrested some of the people. They took them there. They even deceived them to go and perform for them on the ocean. But later, they couldn't take them away. The some, they took them away. So, the Keta, the lighthouse for Princess Time is there. Elmina Castle, Cape Coast Castle, Fort St. Antonio in Axine, Fort Apollonia in Benin, they are all on the stretch that people can visit. And they have a shrine called Pusubai Shrine. Traditionally, all the chiefs and kings move with their shrine. So the shrine is what helped them. So that is also something we can see, the Subai Shrine. And then we have a kingdom. All the country Ghana, which is 16 regions, has their own culture. We speak different dialects. but we have a different cultures. So Asante Kingdom is a kingdom, a powerful kingdom. They are the people who fought the British when they were demanding for their golden stool that united Asante Kingdom. But Asantes refused to give it to them. It was only one woman, powerful Queen Mother, called Ametewee, who declared war against the British. And the war lasted for 9 months. Though they took her away, but they were not able to take the golden stool away. That one is achievement. And you have to visit that place also.
Definitely.
And then the slave trade itself started from the North Sahara to the South Sahara. And if you want to follow your route, or you want to experience the slave route, then we start from the north, a town called Picoro slave camp. Picoro slave camp to the north. And then we come down to Salaga slave market. And then the Salaga slave market, we come down to Bono, the Bono slave market. From the Bono slave market, then you come down to Asin Mansu, where we visited and did our ceremony.
Yes.
And slave market there, then go to the coastal slave dungeons. So if you talk of the slave route or the slave history, it started from the northern Sahara to the South Sahara, and through Asante, and then to the eastern corridor where we have the Atoko, and there is an area at Adan also called Inchinchim. If we write NKYN Inchinchim, if you write Inchinchim and then you Google it, you will see one of the market, and that is also a very powerful area where you can see so many scarves or the heads replica there, portray or telling you more about the slave trade. And then Atoko slave market there. Now, apart from that, we have waterfalls. Beautiful waterfalls. Waterfall, Taku Falls, Oti Falls, many of them there, which is very beautiful to visit. And then we have another area that for the young ones who want to do adventure, climbing of the mountain, climbing the Afajato, Amejope, all those places are where human beings, according to the history, was created, or the human creation begins. If you understand Amejope, very good. Amejope, meaning very good. Human creation.
We didn't see that. I guess we did. There was so much to see. There is so much to see.
Well, we'll be back.
That's why you have to come back, or others have to follow you, or you have to bring them to come.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. We'll definitely come back. And
so we have a lot of places to visit. If you want to relax at the beach too, you can. You experience the Labadi Beach Hotel where you stay.
Yes, wonderful.
And also, yeah, and we have few of them also, Coconut Grove, and some other ones that you can experience at the coast. In my hometown, Early Beach is also one of the beautiful sand beach. Early Beach, yeah.
It's a beautiful country. There's no question about that.
Yeah. And there was a lot to choose from. I mean, we stayed several weeks. Like I said, we didn't go 2 weeks. Yeah, we didn't get to everything, and I mean, there are things I don't want to go back to as well. Frankly, Kumasi was my favorite town. I have to admit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and yeah, you too. And so, we are going to have to come back. And I mean, I've almost finished my espresso, but I do want to ask, a lot of the places you mentioned, because Mel, you brought this up before, is this, I know a lot of people can go, but is it difficult for senior citizens, elderly people, or people with disabilities to go to any of these places?
I will say majority of the places I've mentioned are visible or places where the senior citizens can also visit.
Great.
Yeah. Except the climbings and some of the long distance walking, those ones are not, but they can do other things. If you are not able to go there, you can do other things.
Okay, can they go to the castles you mentioned?
Yes, they can go to the castles. They can go to the castles. They can go to the beaches. They can go to sometimes some of the sanctuary, the monkey sanctuary. Some you just make a wheel, you take a wheel, or those senior citizens who can walk, they will love it. I will be there for them. Other colleagues that I have confidence in can also take them there. But if they are coming to me, they will explore the hidden paradise.
Great.
Yeah, so I have a friend who's very interested in coming to Ghana. She's a senior.
Okay.
And is that something, I mean, she doesn't know what to do or where to go or anything like that. Is that something that person could contact you and you could make recommendations based on their physical, issues as well as their, age and that type of thing?
Yes. How old is the person you are talking about?
86.
It is wonderful. That's too. Okay, let me ask you. Did you enjoy it yourself? You told me I should wait till you get there.
I loved it. I'm coming back.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
information. The 86 is my traveling companion.
Oh, okay.
Mom, do you understand that?
I do.
Very good, very good.
I do understand it.
Yeah. I am ever ready to organize a program for those people to visit all those places. We do easy going. It's not a rush because I want them to enjoy and experience my country that I want them to know. For them to explore and get a feel of the country. So, single people or elderly people, it is their time rather because they have finished most of their work now and it's time for them to relax, to enjoy. So I will help them to enjoy themselves. Sammy is ready to rescue adults, young age or middle age, singles or married couples or groups.
Okay.
Okay.
I am ever ready for anybody that is ready to explore the hidden paradise.
But I mean, unfortunately, we're done with this one, but you're coming back to discuss more about a lot of the culture and the kente and the dinkra and the food. The food. I miss jollof rice. I miss jollof rice.
Oh, wow. Are you ready for me to help you to cook it right now?
Oh, I wish. I wish.
Oh yeah.
People are gonna have to have you over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, right,
yes.
right.
Yeah, we have a cooking lesson together.
Oh yeah.
Hey. I mean, I love this idea, and I mean, the food was just so
I
amazing.
love I love to visit. So if the opportunity comes and the invitation is only the means of travel,
Mhm.
the invitation and the ticket, I will be there. I'm,
Okay.
I'm already there.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, and you also going to have to share with our guests about the cocoa in the next one, how
Yeah.
Yes,
important, how wonderful it
Yeah.
is, how healthy it is too. So,
yes.
Mhm.
I will do that. I will do that.
so Sammy, I'm sorry we got to go. I mean, I finished this.
Yes, I
It's,
understand
That's
that. I
yeah.
understand.
this has
Yes.
been great. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you too. And
Keep listening to Real Talk.
and we're definitely keeping it real.
We
Okay.
Thank,
got you. We got
thank,
you.
Yeah. Bye for
thank,
now.
thank
Bye.
you.
This is the end of this week's Real Talk. But I give a big asante sana to Mel and to Sammy for joining me for this incredible and lively Real Talk. Sammy mentioned something, the hidden paradise. That is a great description for Ghana. It truly is a paradise. Ghana has it all: beautiful scenery, beautiful coastline, great history, amazing culture, and amazing, really amazing food too, and very welcoming people. Honestly, when I went to Ghana, I didn't know what to expect when I visited there, but this is what I found. And I found a feeling of peace and serenity that's just hard to fully describe. But I continue to carry that feeling with me to this day, and I'm trying hard to hold on to it for as long as I can. So, again, Asante Sana to my brother Sammy for joining us for this real talk. He will return to us to talk more, to have another real talk, this time about Ghanaian culture, or rather, about the Ghanaian cultures, the Ashanti, the Fante, the Ga, and many others. Sammy will talk about the origins and importance of kente cloth and adinkra symbols. He's also going to discuss the importance of names in Ghanaian culture and even describe the naming ceremony. Personally, I went to a naming ceremony and it was incredible. And of course, we cannot forget the amazing foods. Jollof rice and plantains are just the beginning. So please join us for our next Real Talk. And if you're interested in learning more about Ghana or even visiting Ghana, and I really hope that you are, you can contact Sammy on his website at rhythmconnecttours.com. And you can also contact him on WhatsApp at Sammy's African Tours. So, rhythmconnecttours.com or on WhatsApp at Sammy's African Tours. And you can always get more information at the Espresso Talk Today website. We look forward to seeing you for our next Real Talk. Asante Sana community for joining us this week and every week. We really appreciate your presence, your energy, and just you. And remember, now more than ever, strength, soul, and reparations. Ashe.